Luis is making sure the windows are tucked in because you don't want anything sticking out when you load. And here he goes. This vehicle is going to go right to the very front of the truck underneath. There's advantages and disadvantages of being on the top or the bottom. A lot of people don't like to be on the bottom. They feel that oil will leak on their car, which isn't very pleasant, but can be cleaned up. And some people don't like to be on the top because if they go through storms and it's hail or something like that, the ones on the top normally take the abuse of the weather. So as you can see, he's just basically driving this vehicle right to the front. See if I can get in there and give it a little bit clearer shot. Okay, now that Luis has the car pulled all the way to the front, he's going to be actually strapping it down so that it can't move once his vehicle begins, and we'll show you that in a second. Okay, here we have Luis who's getting ready to put the straps on the vehicle, and there are many different kinds. There are the hook and chain type, which are really solid and strong, but they have the capability of damaging the vehicle if they're not put on properly, or if you hit a lot of bumps and things like that. So he's going to use soft straps on this, and just to let you see here, here's a soft strap laying on the ground here, and it's just basically a hard canvas with some hooks, clamps, and tightening devices. Okay. You can see he's attaching to the truck itself. I'm going to move in a little bit closer so you have a little better view. As you can see, he wraps it right around the tire. Takes the other hook, locks it in place. As you can see, Luis has done this quite a few times and he's pretty good at it. So they wrap it around the tire, and from the tire he tightens it down. You'll see the whole car is coming down, and here's another view. We're just going to do the front tire here. Go back and see this one for a second so you can see how the strap came around the tire, and he clamps it down and he tightens it with this. So it's pretty secure, that's for sure. And here he actually attaches through the tire.
Okay, we take down the best we can do. Okay, with the straps. I don't use chains because all the new models on other vehicles, they don't have a place to hook it up. You know, actually, this is why chains have all the system on the straps. We can have only chains for the big trucks like that one on top.
Okay.
Over there, the white one, or the number one on top. Good.
Does that also? Okay.
They have a chains hold it, you know. And all the straps of the cars, if you see the other ones, they have the straps around the tires.
Okay.
Like this BMW, they have the tires. We have a different forms to tie down.
All right, so this one has chains on it.
And
You can
straps.
see the chain. And so chains and straps.
Okay. And this one, they have a straps on different forms. This is other
Okay, and then we have the BMW here, and that has another
different form.
type of strap to it.
And to the other one on the front. In this case, on that car, they have a holes. I can use like straps, like
Right.
chains on the bottom. You know, and the other car on top that we use like regular BMW too, because they don't have a hole. You can see on the bottom of the vehicle, they don't have a hole. It's a covered plastic.
I see.
Okay, all the BMWs, Volkswagens, Audis, the new models, they don't have a space to use. We only use the straps.
I see.
And when we loaded the cars, we take care of everything. You know about the front bumper and the rear bumper. If you see this one, it's ready going on top on reverse. As you see the front bumper and the bottom is clean. You know, if I don't take care about the angles, I will scratch with the bumpers. Okay. And sometimes the customer they have a damage on the cars. You know.
So there's never a time to be in a hurry when it comes to this loading and unloading a vehicle.
Take your
is it?
time. Believe
You
me,
got to
take
take
time.
your time and
You
do
know,
it right.
We try to do everything the best on one time. If you don't
Right.
do that first time good, you will have a problem. You know, it's a long way, long distance, and everything is you can lose. You know.
Right.
And when we put it in, example, the car, the Accord inside, we need to care about the higher. You know.
Right.
When we put the 10 units, we need to have a like one. Sorry. One
Stick, like a measuring stick? Yeah.
You know, distance with the frame from my truck to the body for the vehicle. Okay. On the size, because we have plenty room. Okay. My truck is in this case is brown. If I
Right.
put the car inside and I pull out the car inside from my truck, it's then there, but it's then for because it was there before.
It was
it's
there
impossible
before.
to make it with a truck. And simple like this BMW, we don't can see nothing on top. We make it, put the car on the vehicle on top, and we're looking from the bottom, and we see a lot of different things, you know.
Right.
Like example, that BMW on the rear door, they have a little dent on the bottom.
Right.
I don't know
Okay.
if you can see in the camera, but I don't see when I pick it up, you know, because
Oh,
the
you
car
did.
is on top.
Yeah, you didn't see it. Okay.
The angle for the light and reflection is different, but you see right there on the bottom,
Yeah.
it's a little bit dent.
A little bit. Okay.
But I don't care if I make it, how? You know,
Yeah.
it's impossible. And this is all my job. You know, when I make it deliver the vehicle, I try to get the best place close to the customer. And sometimes when I get empty one car to make delivery, I can get into the house and the old lady, then you can have people help you, or a lot
Right.
of complications. I do the best to get the house.
All right. So you may just take the car off the truck and drive it to them.
Sometimes when the customer, they accept it and they agree with that, you know.
Right.
Another way is I'm waiting for them coming to pick it up, and they maybe sometimes delay with the customer going to work, but like everybody,
Right.
they going to the school, they not be there, and I try to make up time for them. And
Okay.
sometimes they push me to get, hey, what time you can be? I try.
Right.
Believe me, I don't want to stay on my truck all
Sure.
day and do work.
That's right.
Okay, but we do the best. Everybody like me, we do
Okay.
the best for everybody.
All right. Well, thank you again, Luis, for
Thanks
that.
to you,
Appreciate
Michael.
it. Bye-bye.